Now, moving on to happier topics, goalkeepers seem to be the focus of this weekend's run of games. Two particular goalkeepers stood out in Niga, Paulo Gazzaniga and David De Gea. Um,
X.
it's a very painful thing to talk about because
Ipe Nana X.
David De Gea saved two penalties in the game against who did they play against this weekend? AC Milan. He saved two penalties in that game, which enabled AC Milan to hold out for a win or a draw. Was it a draw?
He saved two
Was
games.
it a draw?
No, they won.
Oh, it
And
was
that,
a win.
sorry
Yeah.
to call you.
Go on.
That goal that they scored, it was one who made the final pass. Like got to the striker and the striker scored. So not just the penalty, also
So,
like a pre-assist.
David De Gea, whom United fans, were utterly against because of the calamity he put against us in Dansk that gave Villarreal and Unai Emery the Europa League that season, saved two penalties in one game and put in a man of the match performance to give Fiorentina all 3 points. But it didn't stop there for goalkeepers, as Paulo Gazzaniga saved three penalties against Athletic Bilbao during this same weekend. Now, I know that we've talked about David De Gea a couple of times, and we've said that more or less his best days were behind him because in as much as he can still pull off those saves out of a bag, his very deep bag of tricks for reflexes and all that, he's still very prone to do more harm than good on the field. So him doing this weekend, two penalties, two very good penalties at that as well. Saved
Even
this
Pickford
thing.
saved fifth penalty.
Yeah,
against-
Pickford also saved the
against-
penalty
yeah.
against Anthony Gordon. I actually forgot that because Pickford, England #1, and Everton coming back to form coinciding with Brant White's return from injury. It's no coincidence really. So yeah, it was the weekend for goalkeepers
Yeah.
and
What I want just talk now, say goalkeeper as the life as a goalkeeper is just funny because you can save one thing they score you. That goalkeeper is always now part of the field where people they mock well. And me, I see it as the hardest. In my opinion, I always talk about if I dey talk about the three hardest positions to play for football. My first now the DM. Every team if you have a bad DM, that team not fit progress. Then after DM, then I think now striker. Then after your strike, I always dey push strike second because now the only position you dey play backing where you dey attack. You're always backing the field. So before you even hold the ball, you have to know what dey happen for your back before. So it's a little part of the game. You are where you got. You don't even need even fast, but talks, yeah. So yeah. So I understand. Yeah. So apart from that, and then goalkeeping, because as a goalkeeper, I feel you have to be very vocal in. You are like the defender in where that you'll be like the fifth defender. You are telling them where to move, and I don't know why I like going back to interviews, but I watch a lot of football content and interviews. Watch whenever they speak about Van der Sar, see Van der Sar no dey ever shout because these goalkeepers wey be say they go say one minor ball, they go dey shout for the defender like say they don't pay you to block goal, but he say Van der Sar never scream for those years because he be like the defender say how far go there, go right, if they come left, this player always goes there, go there. So he knows how to help you. So it's a very key part of your defense. If you don't have a good keeper, the confidence going to a game no dey today because you go know say any mistake wey una make, small chance if you give na kind and it will be a goal. But when you have keepers standing up like this, I like when keepers dey get their reps. Even like Madrid wey be say I don't want to be everything going back to Madrid, but Courtois now wey don go, like having a second keeper like Looney wey be say I dey see omo, anytime he has this opportunity, the kind performances wey dey give. Look at the save he really did the weekend. The guy may not get too much job to do, but the chance for the save, he still do am. So that's what I really like when goalkeepers dey get their rep. So now one angle wey be say if my pikin tell me say I wan be goalkeeper, so now why you want me goalkeeper? My friend go dey play midfield or attack, but goalkeeper na one very crucial part of the field. I really like goalkeepers. They dey do well.
Well, in other topics around the world on the Matters Arising section, Antonio Conte has gone back to Italian football. He's had success there with Juventus, and then he left, came back, had success there with Inter Milan, and then he's back again with SSC Napoli after having an altercation with one of the fan favorite players, Victor Osimhen, and ostracizing him, loaning him out to Galatasaray. He got Lukaku, got Scott McTominay, and Antonio Conte is sitting pretty at the top of the Serie A table with this Napoli team. He's cooking with Lukaku, Kvaratskhelia, McTominay, and the rest of them, with Kvaratskhelia even walking away with the September Player of the Month recently. So Napoli's form under Conte. Do you think Napoli has, rather Antonio Conte has basically hacked Italian football and knows exactly what needs to be done to conquer the league part time?
Now that this word wey take end this your statement, now I just want to be say begin my own. If you talk about the managers for issue of Serie A, we they understand the blueprint of that league. That is Conte. You understand? I'm of the opinion where we say the two best eras for football. Now the 2010s and early 2000s Spanish La Liga, and the 90s to early 2000 of Italian Serie A. Those were the best eras for me for football. Those times of when Italian Serie A, oh my God, see, they always had the best. There was a time where Italian Serie A, they always had the best players.
Yeah.
You understand? If not be the resurgence of this Ronaldo Messi era, where you can't get this like I said, this early 2000 to 2010s, when the best players did La Liga. Omo, it was Serie A. It was one time Serie A, and Conte are one of the paramount people where they understand the ethics of that league. They know how to combine one or two things to win that league. You understand? When you so it's not like Premier League where everybody they run fast with no direction, where everybody just want to run. Serie A now it's a physical league, very physical league, but you need to have players that can play that league and play that style. If you want to win, you have to just see when Mourinho won 210, no? I mean, yeah, 210. With throwaway players and old rock of ages players, the Maicons, the Etos, the Milito, the Schneider, then people where most of the clubs then throw away, and he was able to use them so to win league. So now so Napoli CB now for their combination, and look at the McTominays, the Lukakus of the world, the Anguissa, them, the Lobotka, all those guys. They see there, and they're still putting on a shift. I just want to see where they go fit end this season. They can win the league and at least top 4. Winning the league would be a miracle for me. But if they're top 4, I go like it's better than ending 9th last season. So I just really happy for Conte and what he's doing for them.
I think it's also helping them that they don't have European football commitments this season. So they
Yeah.
only get to come out once a week. So that's pretty good for them.
Just Coppa Italia and the league they need to focus on. And
Yeah.
I think I was a bit surprised when I saw when they approached Conte to be their manager. But like Ola said, what the guy has done in Italy football in Serie A, I don't think like he said the guy maybe has acted, but
Yeah, he's basically hacked
and I
it.
feel like as a as a coach, when you've been in this league, you know much about this league because you've won with different teams. And I think you have a style of football, getting the players. So that Lukaku's own, just like let's for example, Lukaku, where was his in league? Where was his best scoring? This thing was it not for Inter Milan?
Yeah, it was on that.
Just like Lewandowski under Flick. There are just some strikers or players that are under a manager. I think the manager knows how to get the best.
Just bring out the best.
They bring out the best of them. That's the way I see Lukaku. I know sometimes we say Lukaku is not good, but we know that Conte is a different beast.
I'm still of that opinion that Lukaku is not good. He can never change my mind.
I'm just saying based on one manager that he played well on, and we can say when he played for Inter Milan under Conte, it was a different thing. You may not look at all that, but just that based on that Inter Milan, and it starts under Conte under this Napoli too. I was even seeing an interview, a video of him saying why did Man U sell McTominay? Because
the Canio saying that
exactly.
One. But me, I'm just like
on that code. I think Conte knew what he wanted for him. He knew what kind of player he will fit, what kind of way he wants to play, and I feel that's a good bargain. The way I'm looking for it for Conte, that was a good bargain, and I feel like there's more to see in McTominay under Conte.
Well, I mean, McTominay, in as much as his best traits were brought to light last season by the very clueless man in Manchester United, all we just have to do is patience. Be patient, and you will see exactly why United sold him for that money. But the international break is back, as we mentioned at the start of this week's episode. And as always, the hospital, which is releasing people, is also beginning to take back from us as well as it will give, it will take. And we have new
A lot of people really put.
we have new members that have been inducted into the hospital this season. Prime among them would be Real Madrid Capitano, right back Dani Carvajal. I don't even know whether it's Christian or Muslim because his name is Daniel, but you see that beer, it's resemblant of Osama bin Laden. And he has pulled his ACL.
Like he pulled it.
Yeah, he has pulled his ACL, which means we shall not be seeing Dani Carvajal until next season. And it doesn't stop there. Juventus defender Bremer has also pulled his ACL. And we shall not be seeing Bremer until next
The pulling is not
season.
short, they are just pulling.
Just pull. Alisson Becker of Liverpool has torn his hamstring and will be out for a few weeks. Eder Militao has a knock. Vinicius Jr. has a shoulder injury. Although it has been reported by many sources, Marca prime among them, that it is not a serious injury. Rodrigo still has back pain. Yes, Rodrigo has back pain. Be like saying girlfriend doing strong things, so he back the pain now. Maguire limped off in the game against Villa on Sunday. The extent of that injury has not yet been brought to light. And the thing that has happened in this international break is that a lot of players have pulled out of international duty, saying they have one thing or the other. And premium among them is Nusser Mazraoui, the Man United new boy, who has done a procedure today for a minor problem with his heart. You know, it's funny because we already have somebody that has a generator as his heart in Manchester United.
We're gonna have two.
Now we are going to have two. But apparently it's not something serious. It is a precautionary procedure. And what we are even hearing is that he may just be able to make it in time for the game against Brentford on, well, next week. We'll see how that goes. We'll see how that goes for Nusser Mazraoui, because to be very honest, he's been one of our better players this season.
True.
And
there's also Garnacho and Ahmad. They put out.
Well, as I said, everyone's just pulling out, and everybody's probably faking injuries and not just wanting.
I think I saw Kane as well.
Harry Kane was training separately. Mbappe was taking extra training on his own end as well. You know, everybody's just trying to keep safe and all. But then again, in this international break, England voted for their player of the year, and obviously we've had a lot of English players who have done a lot of fantastic things over the last year in football. But the winner of that award happened to be our very own, the very cold Cole Palmer, who won it ahead of Cole Palm Wine, who won it ahead of the likes of Bukayo Saka and Jude Bellingham. It's a bit suspicious that he won that award ahead of Jude Bellingham, though. But I mean, no one's complaining, to be honest, because he had a very stellar season in his own rights, in terms of individual performances.
But I think, do you think they use Chelsea?
It can't be Chelsea. It can't be Chelsea because Chelsea
even for England, even though
Chelsea ended sixth. And
no, it's individual performance for Chelsea. That's
what I'm saying. It's individual performances for Chelsea. It's individual performances for Chelsea would be it. But then Cole Palmer in the Euros only made 2 appearances, both from the bench, and in those 2 appearances from the bench, he got a goal and assist.
Yeah.
So Cole Palmer is him, and no one's complaining. I think if you give any of them, no one will complain. And Cole Palmer, his meteoric rise has just been.
Yeah, that thing, I want to know the player of the season for the England, whatever. Yeah. Now the fans, they vote, a bit players.
I think it's the players that voted.
Okay, because normally, if one ever come, I like Palmer for him to be. I like when you appreciate player for at least the work he did at Chelsea. Not be a lot of youngsters we do him. It was not expected with first season, but let's not forget, a Jude going to Spain first season, big money, expectations high. One of the best debut seasons where I feel remember for a long time. Goals as a midfielder, goals, assists, trophies when you win. Even the Euro where Palmer no go, we go score for final and make the assist for quarter final, be semi final. Now the Palmer, now the Jude goals. Now he take them there. In as much as he didn't perform that much, you understand? I think he had an average performances as the tournament can dey go. But the most of the first period of the group stage, he was very good for them. But even as a season for club, I won't even compare Palmer's season to in the one for Chelsea. And there's a very it's not easy what Palmer is doing, but sometimes it's noticeable to see player they perform when the rest players are dons and you are very good. Everything they revolve around you. So even if you give one assist in one game, but when you are standing out in a club where players evidence they Brahim Diaz come from bench, they score 11 goals, 7 assists. From bench. Jose Lu, they get 15 goals, 9 assists from bench. So there are players doing all the things, and you also come as a midfielder first season, get 24 goals, 13 assists. It's not easy, then. So, but I still like it as a gift for Palmer. The ranking was Palmer first, Bellingham second, and Saka third. That was how the team was
Yeah, because I mean, as I just said before, it doesn't matter who they give. I believe anybody that they give really deserved it.
Who really care about England player of the season?
Well,
Yeah.
clearly you.
I just put that in personal.
Clearly you, because I mean, you're a bit worried that Jude didn't win it.
No, I'm not worried, but I just say if that's why I asked the first question. Are fans they vote are being players because if it's based on performance, you can be in a struggling Chelsea where una draw 2-2. Palmer can't score the 2 goals. They can't see draw the game. They didn't win shit. They end for 6 last season. They even come. I don't know what happen. Okay, we now win FA Cup. We make una go Europa. Then can't go conference. So. But I like Palmer as a player, so I at least talk and say he's a future Galactico. So I don't want.
I don't know where this one see the visit in Galactico. I mean, I don't think Palmer is going to leave Chelsea to go to Madrid. If anything, he's going back to Man City. Wow. But let's just leave that where it is for now because that is speculation and that is in the future.